Before trying to make it look weird.
Hey Morgan, how are you?
I'm pretty good.
Good, good. Hopefully we'll have a few more people kind of getting in there. There's a bunch of things coming very soon.
Yeah.
So how are you? I mean, I see you're doing really good in the class. So any do you have now that you've got me to yourself? Do you have any questions? Anything of
I
anything from the past or anything coming up that you have any questions on? The midterms due next week, actually. The midterm project.
think I have any questions. At least not as of right now.
Okay. I mean, from here on, literally going forward, it's just building on what you have for the most part, building that real estate site, adding more features, more stuff to it. Um, and then after next week, you have your spring break. And then right after that, from March 24th to March 30th, which would bring us to week 10, you've got your week 10 exam. And that's just more HTML, JavaScript and stuff.
Mhm.
It's all in what you've been learning, so it shouldn't be so bad. So yeah, this week, I think the only thing really was due was that Zybook assignment for week 7. And then next week, of course, the midterm. I'll be grading probably week 6 next week because I always like giving people an extra week after the due date, just, in case they need a little bit extra time to get that done. So they'll have the extra week, and that'll be this Sunday, and then I'll be grading it next week. And then while you guys are away on your spring break, I'll be grading the midterm projects. So we should be ready to rock and roll come week 10 for the exam. Are you using your laptop or your computer at home to do the work, or are you using the facilities there at one of the labs, Morgan?
I've mostly been using my laptop, but I can absolutely use the computers at school if I need to. I'm here most of the time.
Okay, good. All right. You're home most of the time or at the school?
Oh, I'm at school most of the time, but I've been writing it on my laptop, so
Okay. Yeah, wherever you feel most comfortable. It's nice that my dean, she actually has that area reserved, for you guys just in case you need it. And she also has the tutor available just in case. So it's nice to have those resources, just in case you guys need it. But I think in the beginning, just learning how to, put things together, things like that, it's a little bit more difficult. Once you get the hang of it and you're basically just upgrading your existing sites going forward, although you're still learning newer things, like PHP, a little bit of SQL, it's pretty much this, a little extra, but it's pretty much the same going forward. Have you used anything like ChatGPT or anything like that to help you out? Or just using like Dreamweaver
no,
or anything like that?
no. If I don't
Oh,
know how to do something, I've been looking at other um websites or going back through the textbook.
fantastic. Excellent. That's definitely the way to go. I know some people love to utilize like get snippets of code from ChatGPT. The only problem with that, sometimes it gives you good stuff, but sometimes it gives you something that's just totally off of left field because again, that AI is just regurgitating what it already has. So it doesn't know any better. So it gives you what it thinks you want, as opposed to giving you specifically what you want. So, um, some people, if they're going to use it, I always suggest using it way in the beginning to get like a shell of what you want built, and then you keep adding to it, as you get more and more familiar with how to build the sites, and then that works out great. If you don't, I know some people that only use ChatGPT and it ended up being a mess because later on they just didn't know. There was no familiarity. They were having this other thing create the pages for them. And then at the end, when they were doing the exams and stuff, they were just blown away, you know? So I always like to see, who's using it, who's not. I may have a mandatory meeting come next Friday just so that we could get a lot more people.
Yeah.
But I appreciate you definitely coming on.
Yeah, of
That
course.
that will definitely be noted. I may even give some extra credit come next week just to see if I could get a few more people on.
Yes, that's understandable.
Yeah, I know, that's why, I make this optional because I know everyone's busy. Some people are in sports teams, especially on a Friday. They got stuff going on. I know a bunch of people where there's a golf outing for the golf team today. So I think that's why we had a few people missing today. Um, but it's cool. I think I had to give Madeline, yeah, a form, and she told me that they'd be out today doing something. All right. Well, if you don't have any other questions, it looks like you're the only one. I guess we'll end it here. Are you
Cool.
good with that?
If I have any problems, I'll let you
Please,
know.
always reach out. I'm just email me, and if anything at all, just let me know.
All
Okay?
right. Well,
All right.
I'll see you next week.
See you next week. Thanks.